Google Stadia continues to sit on the knife's edge of what could be a world-changing addition to the video game landscape, or being a Google class level miss. If it works, it could eliminate console hardware entirely within a generation. If it doesn't, well, the boxes may just keep on coming. So the latest confusion surrounding Google Stadia is an interview in Edge magazine with Google's Vice President of Engineering, Vaj Bakar. Latency is obviously the largest point when it comes to Stadia working or not, and Google has some interesting plans to try and reduce that. Not just reduce it, but Bakar claims Stadia could be more responsive than local machines soon. Wait, how does that work exactly? Quote, ultimately we think in a year or two we'll have games that are running faster and feel more responsive in the cloud than they do locally, regardless of how powerful the local machine is, Bakar stated. The term negative latency is brought up, in which Google aims to reduce latency by boosting FPS, but also by predicting user inputs. As in, Stadia will predict what button you're going to press in a given context in a game, and then actually press that button before you ever do it, which will make it feel instant when you do press that button. Now, this concept of predicting your button presses naturally has everyone confused. This has sparked a debate about the auto-playing of games if the system is just going to predict all your movements for you. Though personally, I don't really think that's what it will be in practice, but rather a more important question is what would happen if the system predicts wrong, which could end up resulting in even more latency if the system has to course correct. But there's some amount of prediction already used in many games, especially in multiplayer, as a way of getting around online latency issues. So this is not exactly as a revolutionary a concept as it sounds. But on the other hand, those games are also not running on a streaming only service, such as Stadia. For many, this sounds like Stadia getting ahead of itself. The first test is to see if Stadia can consistently be at least on par with local machines and can worry about beating them later. People have seen a variety of early Stadia previews ranging from it really works to it works most of the time. And if that experience has players running into latency issues even some of the time, it may be enough to sink the concept. And Stadia also faces other questions, like why it will be anything other than a secondary purchase for most players, and it does not have a stable of exclusive titles like Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo. There are still issues to contend with regarding internet data caps, especially in places like the US, concerns which so far have been mostly dismissed on Google's end, as they are literally just assuming ISPs will get with the times and increase or remove those caps. So Google Stadia launches in November of this year, 1 year ahead of the next generation of consoles, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Scarlet. Whether it shakes up the industry or does nothing of the sort, we'll have to see. It's an amazing concept, and I hope it's not a massive turd. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And as always, I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.